Yo, 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 what's happening? It's the king of country pimping, you know what I'm talking about, Dooley KP, you know what I'm saying? Countryside Records in the building, you know what I'm saying? First, I want to say shout out to Leaf the Plug and IAA Industry All Access for, the hookup doing what they do, you know what I'm saying? Salute to them guys. I'm going to get it right into it, Dooley KP, the king of the country pimping, the country porters, you know it, straight from the woods, you know what I'm saying? 229 representative. I'm here to tell you, you know what I'm saying, a little bit about myself. My story, you know what I'm saying, is I go back, you know what I'm saying, as far as 6 years old when I started with this music, you know what I'm saying. I pretty much rocked the show when I was in first grade, and it kind of went from there. I did so good. They wanted the encore. I came back the next year, and ever since then, music has just been a part of me. I always just been, doing what I do. I love to perform. I love the stage. So, and I just actually, been doing music ever since. It's just part of me. It's who I am. It's my life. So, that's my thing here. It's just, I love music, so that's how I actually got involved. And I would go into different areas of my life where music would always be a part. After football, I pretty much was just like, okay, I think this is what's meant for me. First time I realized that I wanted to do music, like I said, once again, I think it would have to be when I was a kid. That kind of, showed me a lot of, I would just imitate people, you know what I'm saying, as growing up as a child. And then when I was able to perform that one song on that Christmas program, it just gave me energy. I fed off the crowd, and ever since then, it just been like, hey, you know what I'm saying. I didn't really, take it serious till maybe after high school. I tore my MCL, and it was like football was no option for me anymore. It just pretty much just wanted to find my way, and music was it. Started Countryside Records, and here we are, you know what I'm saying. I'm the CEO, you know what I'm saying. Not only just the artist, I'm a businessman. I have different brands and other things going on. So music, that's pretty much how I realized I wanted to pursue that music career, and it's been with me ever since. So my musical influences, I would say anybody that's doing music, you know what I'm saying. I pretty much, you like I say, imitate anybody that, did music, from the Run DMC to Michael Jackson to Prince to Bone Thugs Harmony, NWA, anybody I would imitate, you know what I'm saying. So my music influences is anybody that's doing music, whether it's past, present, or you know what I'm saying, anybody that had that passion that I have for the music. Now, as far as the hip hop side, there's a lot of music influences. Me being from the South, of course, it had to be 8 Ball and JG, you know what I'm saying. Definitely would be Outkast, because I'm from Georgia, you know what I'm saying. Definitely UGK, you know what I'm saying, Scarface and the Ghetto Boys, Jay Prince, Jermaine the Prince, So Def, you know what I'm saying, Luke down there in Miami, you know what I'm saying, doing what he did. And if it weren't for him, we wouldn't be hearing the music that we hear right now. So definitely, I'm a big Luke fan, you know what I'm saying, love Luke, and you know what I'm saying, what he did with the Miami scene down there, being up so close to Florida. Definitely Tupac fan, you know what I'm saying, and that's one of the greatest of all time. Easy in the NWA, you know what I'm saying. Just pretty much, a lot of people in hip hop had an influence on me at one point or another. But I would say those, would be at Southern Greasy Bamboos and Absolute Once Again. Those guys who kind of embraced me to make myself step up a little bit higher. So those are my influences on the music side of, on the hip hop side of it. And then I would describe my music, it's a little, I say poetry. Country poetry is what I coin my music, you know what I'm saying. I pretty much just feel like I'm giving, my poetry in motion, you know what I'm saying. I'm something that, I started out as a poet, so when I started writing poems for people, I started putting that behind rhythm, and that's how it happened, you know what I'm saying. So country poetry, being I'm from the country, and I am that country poet, as you know it. So I feel like that's what I give. I bring that to the industry, that, you know what I'm saying. So that's just me. That's how I describe my music, you know what I'm saying. So the image, I think, it portrays, to the music, it conveys a lot of, just like, it just depends on the song I'm doing it. And I talk about everyday situations, whether you are in the club partying, people club and party every day, so that's going to relate to that. Whether you're on the streets, you know what I'm saying, people in the streets, so that's going to relate to that. If it's life situations, you know what I'm saying, that's going to relate to that, you know what I'm saying. So I give a song to everybody, not stuck in the box. So I paint a picture with every song. It may be a story, it may just something that you relate to, something you're going through at that time. And people like music to when they're going through certain things, they just put on music, and it just gets them through the day. So that's me. That's what I want to do with my music, and just make sure people can kind of relate and embrace what I'm giving them. what inspires me to do music is life, everyday situations. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, music is me. I need that inspiration because I am music. Music is me. I love it. It's always been a part of me since I was a child. So there's no really say what inspires me to do it because it's in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's been that way since I was a child. And you put on music and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling myself. So and I might be going through something in life and they're just like, hey, I see that, boom, I'm going to get it. That's what I want to do. Let me go write about that. I see something, I can take that down and just in my head and like, boom, I'm ready to, move forward with this. So that's my inspiration. Music is in me. So there's nothing really that can just say inspires me. It's just everyday life and everyday situations, and that's my inspiration for it. I hope to bring to the music industry a lot of variety, diversity, because what's right now is definitely in hip hop is missing that. It's missing the diversity. A lot of stuff sounds the same. We do have a lot of people that's underground at the time. You know what I'm saying? We do have a lot of other people, that does actually, bring diversity, but they're unheard. So to me, I think just the industry needs that diversity right now. It needs fresh ears. It needs fresh, people in the game, and not where everybody sounds the same. So, that's what I plan to bring. I just want to bring that. As far as me being different from other artists, I can pretty much say, oh, I'm different because I do this. Nah, I can say I'm different because I do that. I'm the best at this. I'm the best at what I do, and I stay in my own lane. But what makes me different is when people recall when Lil Wayne was coming up, he didn't question his music, you know what I'm saying? And that's me. I can give you every kind of aspect, whether it's street life, the party, whatever the case may be, but I don't use profanity in my music, and that separates me from a lot of other artists who are in the game. And I'm not knocking that they do that, I just feel like I can use extensive vocabulary, and I don't feel like I need to use that to express myself when coming across my music, and I still be able to have you to relate to it. And a lot of people ask, how you do music and don't use profanity? I don't use profanity in my everyday language, so I try not to degrade and downgrade people. I try to stay positive and as much as I can, and like I said, use just a different vocabulary, and that's how I make my music. My past projects and achievements I've done. I think the biggest thing I've actually done as far as my achievement so far was recently being on Hot 97 in New York. That was the mecca of hip hop. New York's that, and then being on Power 105 and those things, walking through those doors. It was a great achievement for me. That was my biggest break and a great opportunity that I had. I've been to the table. You know what I'm saying? Those places. So me being an underground hip hop artist and being in that really, was an achievement for me. So we're gonna continue that process. And then me just putting out my music, seeing those followers and fans that I have on Spotify, seeing and I have those followers and fans on Instagram, people that's really, really relating and dealing with me as an artist. So those are my biggest achievement. Without them, it would be no me. Projects I'm currently working on right now, just working on some always currently working on music, working on some different things. Countryside Records is big right now for me, so I really like put a lot of energy into the label, but also to myself, working on a few EPs. Might get two. You might get a Countryside Boys, a Dooley KP, and some other stuff going on. You might get a mixtape. We're working on currently working on some singles. We got some different ideas. Ignorant is the latest project, so yeah, I'll definitely go follow that on the Spotify situations. But that's the latest release. But I'm working and working. We're always working, always constantly moving, trying to make something else happen. So that's what I'm giving you. And once again, it's Countryside Records CEO, Dooley KP, Country Porters, Don Dollars. And continue to make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Spotify and any other social platform. It's all Dooley KP. Twitter is Dooley KP229. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, the real Dooley KP, and the SoundCloud is Dooley KP229. But it's your boy signing off, Dooley KP1.